Patty! Patty!
Hurricane Harvey changed my life, but it also changed me for the better.
The rain came hard in 2017 and washed away more than we'd ever seen. One small donkey stood in the mud, and from her name we rose from the flood. Over 70 acres where pastures run deep, over 100 souls we promised to keep, each with a story, no two quite the same, but each has a purpose, a hurt and a name. Where I'm a survivor, built from a loss. We carry the weight, we honor the loss.
Get animals, my pot-bellied pig and all my goats, you know they're gone.
To share each step right here with you. It's not just the rescues, look at us too. We carry our hurts just like they do. We're all survivors of something you see, of heartbreak, of struggle, of what might have been. Maybe you didn't get the kindest of starts, but you kept living, heartbeat to heart. Maybe your past still clings like the rain, but each day is new, and you try it again, because healing is hard and pain leaves a mark, yet hope finds a light in the deepest of dark. Broken things still scatter their light, and all of it matters, and all of it's right. Just when you think that you've lost it all, destiny has a way of breaking your fall. Your life takes a turn you never thought true, and suddenly grace finds its way back to you. Where I'm a survivor, that's what we do. Still dreaming dreams, still pushing through. The good, the bad, the ugly, the real, and all of it matters, and all of it heals.
People say they just want to be fed, but I know it's a lot more than that. They want to be loved. They all want the same things that we want. You know, animals and humans, we're not so different. And I know, and I said it before, that we'll never meet. But I feel like the bond I have with a lot of you folks, and I hope that you feel the same way about me, is stronger than a lot of the bonds you have with people that you interact with every day. The animals did that. The animals brought us together. Y'all do know that it's like our 8-year anniversary for all of that. The 9th, which is going to be Tuesday, will be the very first day that the viral video went across the world. And now, of course, Hurricane Harvey flooding happened
August 28th.
August 28th. But obviously, you guys know how it takes time for things to get pushing around. And so that the 28th was when the video was made. I put it up onto my Facebook and onto my YouTube. Funny thing is, I had 86 Facebook friends. 86. All right. Listen, I thought, man, if I could ever have me 100 Facebook friends, I'd be something special. I was shooting for 100 Facebook friends. Could not get 100, but I wanted to have 100 friends on Facebook. And I put that video up on Facebook, and of course I stuck it up to YouTube. And man, look at you all. Y'all just come out of nowhere, and y'all been so good to us. So I'll tell you what, thank y'all so very much. It's been a crazy 8 years though, hasn't it? Just a crazy 8 years. Some of the babies who we've got to love, some that we've lost, some we still have from almost day one, like the old ringers. I'm a Jean, obviously.
I was thinking about her today. Funny story, you don't know this. She actually ran the pigs off of the food tonight. And I looked at her and I was like, good for you, I'm a Jean, because she's not getting younger. And she usually is just somebody who's so patient and so kind. But today she was like, move it or lose it.
She's like, this girl wants to eat. I'm tired of you pigs taking all yours and ours.
But I did today. I realized like she's getting up there in age.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, you know what? We also thought that Ivy, when we got Ivy, she was 30 years old. I don't know what she is now, 35, 40.
She's almost 40.
God forbid that girl.
She's almost 40 years old.
And she keeps surprising us with just the
life.
Yes, just so, I don't know the best word, but tenacious. Is that a word just where you just don't quit? You just keep pushing through all of her ups and downs.
Yeah.
She's such a fighter and such a survivor, and so many of you are too. And we're so very blessed to have you all joining us tonight and just on this journey of ours. Thank you so very much.
It's been a wild ride.
And it's not over with yet, y'all. It's not over with yet. We got ups and downs. Jamie's going through a tough spill with her situation, and she'll get to that, I'm sure, at some point. I'm going through a tough time with my situation, and but you know what?
It ebbs and flows, Lester. You know, we've always said that it's a roller coaster, and you know, if you didn't have the valleys, you wouldn't appreciate the peaks. And I think that's, you know, it's a constant reminder, especially like looking back at 8 years. First of all, I can't believe it's been 8 years, but I can't also believe it's only been 8 years in the same exact sentence. But all of it together is like, it's what makes it, you know, like it's what got us, I don't know, through, I guess. It's hard to explain that.
No, it makes perfect sense though. But here's the thing. A lady emailed today, and I haven't replied yet, but she's like, what are you going to do if you find out that you're no longer able to continue on with your Longhorns? And I was thinking about it, and I was like, I can't say that it's going to end my dream, because I've been living the dream.
Yeah.
I've been living the dream. I never thought I would ever have a Longhorn ranch. And so the dream of the Longhorn Lester may very well be done, but I've already lived it, and have lived it with you and all these animals, and with the property and the horses and the people. And so I've lived the dream. And if it ends, then it ends. But damn, it's been a fun one, hasn't it?
You could always do chickens. That could become your new dream.
I could just take over and start doing chickens, huh? We've lived a beautiful 8 years, and we've been so happy to have shared it with you all. And if, like I said, if it ends tomorrow, then it ends tomorrow. But boy, we've lived a good one. Lester can just settle for RV life. Well, I guess there'll be nothing to hold me back at that point. No.
Oh my God, he'd have to leave. My chair almost fell over. He would be like, I have to stay for the chicken. I don't know what he would come up with an excuse for.
Well, hold on a minute. hold on a minute. Hold on. Maybe you misunderstood me.
Oh.
And I have been misunderstood a lot lately. Trust me.
He's so misunderstood.
What I said was maybe the dream of the brand of Longhorn Lesters and all of that may end. But I still got me 30 Longhorn and ain't going to go nowhere, y'all. I got 30 Longhorn that ain't going nowhere. So y'all might as well forget about leaving me. I ain't leaving you, and you ain't leaving me, and we ain't get rid of no Longhorn. All right. So Jamie still got his chickens. I still got Longhorns. We're still living our dream.
Well,
okay?
hold on a second. People are also talking about like, I thought horses were your dream. Horses are my dream. I'm living that dream. And all I've done is add chickens to that dream. So like, don't freak out. Okay. People are freaking out. Like, are you not going to care for horses anymore? I care for horses every day. We both care for horses every day, and pigs and goats and donkeys and alpacas and even ostriches fall into that category. Sometimes we just get really excited about some of the newer things, and you see a lot of videos, and sometimes there's a lot going on with that. So you see a lot of videos.
It's a kid with a new toy is what it is.
It is.
It is like a kid with a new toy. I remember when we first got Carl. Gosh darn it, every video was about Carl. And people used to get so mad at me. At first, it was cool. Hold on. No. Actually, it wasn't. At first, people hated me because they were certain that Carl was going to kill every baby we had. Okay. And then they finally bought into Carl's pretty cool, man. He's pretty cool. But then we never hear about Pig Trudy. Pig Trudy never, and boy, because I did, it was my new toy. Carl was my new toy. We made a
drinking game out of it because Carl was like, he couldn't say a sentence without the name Carl. Sometimes the name Carl was in the same sentence 8 times. It was out of control.
Well, it got so popular that there was one day that on on Google, it was trending. Hashtag Hey Carl.
No joke.
It was hashtagging, and everyone was sending me screenshots that my hashtag Hey Carl was trending. Now, who gets that to happen?
Listen.
Hey Carl. Carl gets that to happen.
Carl.
So you can hashtag the word Hey Carl, and you're going to find, Bill's doing it right now. Bill, careful. You're going to set the algorithm off again, and all we're going to see are Carl videos.
All I know is when I went back to work that next week, people were like, hey, how's that ostrich in your backyard? Because that's all I said was like, there's an ostrich in my backyard. And I also had that was a bout of things, but
it's just new toys. It's just new toys. And, we've all done it. No matter if you're a young person or you've been around for a bit, that you get you something new, a new purse, a new whatever you get. I don't know what you guys do and what you enjoy, but you discover something new, and it just kind of, you get a new phone. How many get a new phone and you feel like days just exploring it, getting to know it and getting to know it. You get a new laptop or a new iPad, and the kids get a new Xbox game. And boy, so we ain't very different, you and me. We do it with animals.
We do. But I promise you, they're all here and they're all being cared for in the same way. They just might not make it to a video for the time being.
So chores are chores. Chores don't change from one day to the next. But what you include in your video absolutely does.
Yeah.
So like I say, so you guys probably don't know much about our routine. You want to tell them our routine? That would be a kind of a fun thing to do. Now, I know that the weekends are a little bit different, but not really, because our chores never change. The animals never change as far as their needs and their routines. And we would be wise to stick to it, because if we don't, they're going to let you know about it.
That's no joke.
You guys have never seen when we are off our routine and how much
we won't show that
hell we have to take around here from everybody. There's not a pasture you can go into when you're late, because they were going to let you know about it. And you better watch your knees. You better watch
your toes.
You better keep your head on a swivel if you're ever late. All right.
They give no grace periods.
No. And remember, those animals watch that sun, and they are I forgot what you guys call that. Smart people know what they call that. When you get your life routine that's based on the sun. what do they call that, Jamie? Come on, you're smart.
I've never heard that.
Guys, please tell me the name of what I'm talking about. Anybody that gets their I'm trying to watch the comments. It's a clock, and it's based on your internal, not the internal clock. It's based on the sun. Please, somebody tell me this. Circadian rhythm. All right. The circadian rhythm. Thank you, Wendy Lou Patrick. The circadian rhythm is whenever humans and animals, babies, we all get our routines from somewhere. But those that base their routines on the sun and the rising of the sun, setting of the sun. And so that means that when that sun changes, it gets darker earlier, or it gets daylight earlier, or whatever it does. That means that we have to adjust to those animals because they don't want to adjust to us.
Absolutely, they will not. There is no movement. And you know what, though? It kind of keeps things in balance for us as well. Like, we plan our days around that. We revolve around it, and I like that. I'm more strict about it than he is, and I'm not saying that you're like super loose and you'll get to it when you get to it, but I am like to the minute strict on it. And I guess it's just, for me, it also holds myself accountable to like some time management things. And I have to give the animals credit for that. Sometimes in the morning, I would really, really, really like to sleep in a little bit more. But I also know that I will pay for that in so many ways.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you will.
So, yeah. So it's, you know.
Well, my day, as of right now, starts at 6 a.m. And first thing that I do is feed that beautiful little girl. You all know who I'm talking about because she's been my new toy lately. All right. She's my new toy. Sweet Caroline, obviously. I'm going to remove that. Thank you so much, Wendy Lou. Yes, there were 1,000 people that eventually came up with the word, but that sweet lady was the first. And I'm over here watching and reading the comments, and she was the first who was able to say it. That's why I recognized her comment. So my day starts at 6 a.m. Same time Jamie starts. But what I do first thing is go feed that baby. And then what's the first thing that you do?
All right. So I start with the halfway house. Well, take that back. I let the dogs out.
Let the dogs out.
Let the dogs out. And sometimes Hank beats me to the door, and Hank is holding the door hostage because he would like treats. So it's dogs or treats. Then it's the halfway house of chickens. Then it is the main chicken yard. And then it's horses. And then it comes back to the brooders and the littles and the cats. And
see, and all while she's doing this, I'm having coffee with you all. I have something that I called the coffee club. We started the coffee club. So as soon as I'm done with my basic morning chores of feeding that munchkin out there, then I start a pot of coffee and I sit down to have coffee with you all. The whole time Jamie's trying to do her morning chores before she has to start work. I'm so sorry. Let's stop talking about this.
Really? You sure you want to keep talking about it?
Let's just change the
subject.
subject.
Because I also do some laundry. I finish the dishes. I clean up the bathroom from the night before, make the bed. Oh, you don't want to? You don't want to keep
don't
going?
really care.
Oh.
People don't really care.
Oh.
People don't really care about.
Have you seen those reels or those shorts that are like, "Hi, I'm Jamie, and I do the blah blah blah," and then they'll be like, "And I'm Lester," and then they stop and it goes, "And I'm Jamie, I built the da da da," and they're like, "And I'm Lester," and like then Jamie goes back to like all the things that Jamie does, and he's still like, "And I'm Lester." Y'all seen those?
Listen. I feel like there are people now, even though the animals do need what you do and they absolutely need their morning kick and pick me up, I kind of feel like I provide the same thing with a morning pick me up, but to sweet people who love to have coffee and hear the kazoo and a Bible hymn. I like to think that we both do our part to start the day off positive. You with a lot of the animals and me with a lot of the people. Okay. So we're you know, mine's a little bit easier than yours. It's a little bit easier, but kazooing is not for everybody. Here, you don't believe me? Try it.
Nope.
People would love to hear you kazoo.
I will
You
not
can do it.
subject anyone to that. No, thank you. No, sir.
How about a Bible hymn?
Nope.
Because you don't know any Bible hymns, Jamie. I'm not trying to be mean, but you just don't know any Bible songs. Have you ever sung happy birthday to anybody?
Yes.
Because I do that too, Jamie. I also sing happy birthday. I'll even kazoo it a lot of times.
I'm sweeping, I'm mopping, and vacuuming.
Oh, Jamie, please. Who's counting? Who's counting? Who counts?
Then I pay some bills.
Who counts,
And
Jamie?
then I might turn on a hose in a certain section to turn on the sprinkler. And then I'll come in and do my first call.
So if y'all heard
And
about fantasy
then-
football, have y'all heard about fantasy football? I can't wait to show you. Oh, are you still talking?
Do you know what Lester does after he's done with
Boy.
coffee?
Chores. I will sometimes do chores while I'm having coffee.
And then what? And then what? After you're done with the live,
Have
what do
y'all
you do?
ever like accidentally started someone off on a
Oh,
rant?
come on.
Have y'all ever accidentally started somebody off and now they won't let it go? That's what I just done. I was having some fun with you, and now you won't let
I'm
it go.
having fun. I'm having
I'm sure
so
you-
much fun.
Well, I'll say our day ends with a bath, usually together.
That's
And
true.
that's always funner and gooder when you have someone to bathe with, okay?
It's true.
Especially if I can't reach my own feet to clean them.
That's true.
That's always wonderful.
That's also true.
I do not take a nap, Diane. Diane, I wish we had the ability. You might want to hold on a minute. We're changing the subject, but one thing that does not happen around here, not very often, is a nap. All right. I wish that is one thing that I thought I would get more of in my retirement years, and I still might. But how many would just love for a nap every day? Boy, how many do? How many of you guys take a nap every day? And how old are you? I'm just wondering at what age will I be able to finally have myself a nap?
Listen, Lester does make it home after he's given Sweet Caroline her second bottle. And I usually cook during that time. And if he has the opportunity to sit down while I'm cooking in between calls, you can find a certain someone he's resting his eyes during that time. That's all I'm going to say. Every once in a while, if he sits still, you get a little bit of
I don't know why I do that.
I think it's cute.
So, anywho's, well, I'll tell you what, it's been a wonderful 8 years. Been a real nice 8 years.
And it's over just like that. He's like, you know what? I don't need you, Jamie. I got this.
So
I don't want
now,
me to tell my stories.
On to serious things.
True.
Lots of animals get taken care of. As a matter of fact, hundreds of animals get fed, watered, clean water daily. But no, we don't just walk around and video with the camera
No.
the same routine day in and day out, because what would happen is you'd get tired of that. And so what Jamie and I try to do is keep things
Interesting.
alternating and keep things shifting around. And we hope that that'll be a way that you'll be able to keep up with everything going on. So just know if you don't see a particular animal, it's not because we're not feeding it, we're not watering it, we're not working with it. But I really do want to talk, unless you want to keep on.
I want to say one more thing about
Yeah.
that. Sometimes in the summertime, it is miserably hot, not just for us, but for the animals as well. So the animals don't feel like doing extra, or they don't feel like some of the things that we would like to do with them. For instance, the horses want to be hosed down. They don't want to be like full on groomed, brushed, everything else when it's hot outside. And by the time that happens, we're also crazily sweaty and gross and out of breath. And the videos don't come out as we would like them to come out. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just saying that certain times and certain things going on allude to other things.
Yeah. And then I'm not trying to have the last word. That's not who I am.
It's okay.
And I'm not trying to find anything to defend myself, because I know my worth. I know my value. But I don't just sit around on my behind doing nothing.
No.
If I'm not working outside, then what I am doing is editing a video, uploading, scheduling.
So that's what I was going to say. That's what happens after you're done with your live.
At the feed store. And then whenever my videos do come on, I like to premiere those, meaning I sit there with the audience and we watch those together. I try to answer questions and try to watch the flow of the comments and kind of see where everything's going. So there's not a down moment. There's not a down day.
And that's why I was saying, of when you do sit still, you do finally sit still. sometimes he'll close his eyes for a second and he doesn't even realize it, is what I was getting at. I wasn't trying to make fun of you or anything like that. But it is very busy every day, all day. And we each find our times to maximize the things that we can accomplish in between all of the other parts of our days.
Yeah. So I really do want to change the subject now. We're just started. This is week 1 of a very exciting football season. And I've kind of talked about it, even though I understand that from our audience here, only about half of you guys know the sport of football. But I would say 10, 15 years back, they started something called fantasy football, fantasy sports. And many people have heard of it. You may not have never played. But one of the most difficult yet least time required games is called survivor football. Now, when I say difficult, let me explain to you how it works. Every week, there are 16 games. And what you have to do if you want to play survivor football and do well is look at the schedule of all of these different games, and you only have to pick one team that you think, that you hope is going to win. Now, remember, there's 32 teams. That means 16 games because they play each other. Now, once you pick a team, you can never pick them again. So, for example, if you know let's just say that you know that the Patriots are having a great season, you can choose the Patriots, but you only can pick them one time and never pick them again.
That's the scary part, is you don't know if this is their only winning week. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what happened this week which was week 1, I started, now we've played for years, mostly with the family. I've done it with coworkers from work when I taught school. We had a coaches league when I coached. And so we've been doing this for years. But this year I invited YouTube creators, okay, creators only. Now, I belong to several leagues, but I started a YouTube creator league. And we invited every creator that you know, and some that you may not. Not everybody accepted. It wasn't for everybody, but many of the creators did. And so I'm going to show you a couple of things right quick. And I'm not making fun of anybody, but as of right now, a lot of the games have been played and they're over. And I'm going to show you as of right now from week 1, who survived week 1 and is still going on to week 2, who has already made a bad selection and they've been eliminated. And then there'll be a couple that are in black who have not played yet, so we don't know their results. But before I do any of that, watch this short.
This week's winner. You picked Miami because you love dolphins.
I love dolphins because they swim cool. The Miami Dolphins have the coolest looking uniforms. And here comes the technical side of it. We're only allowed to pick each team once. And I thought nobody really knows who's good and who's not. So I thought the Colts haven't been that good. Maybe Miami could squeak this game out, and then I'd.
Now, that's actually a beautiful philosophy, but I want to show you all something that you may not have noticed. Let me back this up a little bit, Jamie. Okay, so that right there is something that tells you how many people. Now, there's millions and millions of folks who are playing this fantasy game. And out of all of those millions, only 1.24% thought the Dolphins might have a chance to win this week.
I like Jeff's strategy, though.
Well,
the uniforms,
in
the actual animal, it's not far from my own selection. I'll just say that. I had reasons.
Jeff is like, they got nice.
I was invited to a YouTube creator content fantasy football league, and so is Jeff, because he's a YouTube creator now. Here's his explanation on how he picked this week's winner. You picked Miami because you love dolphins.
I love dolphins because they swim cool. The Miami Dolphins have the coolest looking uniforms. And here comes the technical side of it. We're only allowed to pick each team once. And I thought nobody really knows who's good and who's not. So I thought the Colts haven't been that good. Maybe Miami could squeak this game out, and then I'd never have to pick them again for the whole season.
You're out already. You're
pretty
already
much,
out.
I'm done.
Okay, I love Jeff. We love Jeff. But I want to show y'all. I'm going to go down the list real fast and show you all of the guys who are playing. You know, I did text Jeff, and he has not replied.
He's probably not talking to you.
I think that he might have his feelings
He's
hurt.
giving you this silent
Jeff,
treatment.
if you're on here right now, know that I love you, okay? You and I have played Twister together, alone in the JL Motel, wearing tights, pink tights, and cute little, what do you call those, tutus. We've also taken Eugene to lunch. So there's some things, Jeff, that you and I have done that will never, ever be forgotten. However, I'll never take you serious when it comes to fantasy sports. All right, let me show you guys some of the names. Y'all ready? Can you see them, Jamie?
I can see.
Here we go. So Adventures of Oreo and Joey. He picked Miami. It's in red, meaning he's been eliminated. Big Family Rescue, still going. Catching Up with Kim, still going. Cog Hill Farm, still going. Cowboy Jake, still going. Southstone Farm, still going. Daniel Morrow, still going. Francisco Food, still going. Walter Faithful, still going. Flip-Flop Farm is still going. Dope Whispers, Ryan Creek, still going. Ice Dessert has not played yet. Keeping It Dutch, still going. Life on Mar Hill, going. Me, I'm still going. Ryan the Roaster, they've not played yet. Oh, Judy Sneed is eliminated. Tim and Homestead, they won. Eldridge Family, they won. Goat Father won. King and Rob, they won. And poor Ann Dale has been eliminated.
Aww.
I know, right? So as of right now, those are the teams that have signed up. You see that some are still going. They've survived until week number 2. But there are 3 who've already been eliminated. Y'all make sure that if you know Jeff or you know Sweet Ann or Judy, Miss Judy, y'all go by and pat them on the back and say good game and let them know that you appreciate them and that you love them and that you don't care. It's just a game, okay? Let them know it's just a game because nobody wants to be out the first week. I'm so sorry, but nobody wants to be done the first week. And those guys are done. It's guys in this league, it's one and done. And yeah, poor Ann, Judy, and Jeff.
Jeff's here.
Jeff is here. Jeff, I love you, buddy, but you're done. Okay, you're done.
I love your strategy, Jeff.
Well, the dolphins, they swim so pretty, Jamie, and they look great in their uniforms.
Listen, I asked ChatGPT, and then it gave me 3 answers, and Washington is Xander's favorite team, so that's who I went with.
Yeah. And listen, Jamie and I had the same team, but I swear on the Holy Bible, and I do believe in the Bible, that we did not talk to each other. I had nothing to do with her pick. And I did not ask GPT. What does that stand for? Chat GPT. I did not ask them for advice, but I'll tell you what, it was just ended up that you and I picked the same team. A lot of people picked Philadelphia. I noticed that. I don't know why. A lot picked the Broncos. I don't know why. But no, Jeff picked Miami, even though Miami was only 1% of all of the millions of users thought Miami had a chance to win.
It would have
been
awesome if he would have won, though.
Well, it
For
would have
all
been.
of the hard time that y'all gave him, you and the world. I'll just say the world gives somebody for picking an underdog. If he would have won, that would have been top notch.
Yeah. So what happens is now we go on to week 2. There were 22 teams playing. Now, as of right now, we're down to 19. Now, there's still a couple of games left. I forgot who all has not played yet, but there's still a couple of games left. And then we don't answer questions right now. I see a lot of people. I think that you're kind of spamming the chat, asking the same question over and over. We normally do questions towards the end, but right now we just want to talk to you all like friends. We're just friends here. And so, yeah, as of right now, there's 19 teams still going. We'll find out after tonight's game and tomorrow night's game who survived week 1.
When can you make the next week's pick?
As soon as the earliest Tuesday.
Okay.
So starting on Tuesday, you can make the next week's pick. All righty. And so I've done this for years, and I can't really think. There was only 1 year when a little Spanish lady who worked at one of my schools won the entire thing.
Good for her.
Now, all of us other teachers were eliminated by week 7, by week 8, when it gets really tough. You've already picked the better teams. Now you're just kind of hoping on a prayer that your team can win or whatever team you pick can win. And like I said, you can't repeat teams. So you can't pick the same team each week. But this little Spanish lady won. And we bought her a trophy. And we had a little party in the conference room with a little cake. And we gave her the trophy. And this sweet lady, little tiny lady, she's like, I can't take credit for this. She goes, I'll be honest, my husband made every pick.
Good for her.
I'm like, well, just put your husband's name on it, whatever. But congratulations anyway. So we don't care who wins. It's just a game. We have fun with it.
It's for fun. It's for bragging rights. That's what you win is bragging rights.
But here's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all, if you know any of those channels, go tell them good job this week. Let them know that you're watching, that we're rooting for them, and that you wish them luck. Give them a hard time if they lose, y'all. Just give them a hard time. Go ahead and give Jeff a hard time. He can handle it. He's a grown man. Don't be mean to Ann, though. Y'all be sweet to Ann and Judy. Don't be mean to them. Y'all be sweet to Judy and Ann. Just Jeff. Y'all just give Jeff a hard time,
Don't
please.
give him a hard time.
Oh, anyway. So, yeah, Jamie's secret weapon is Chat GPT. All right. But here's what Lex said today. Makes perfect sense. He said, the AI might, in fact, be able to help you with numerical values, but the AI cannot predict the winner because they don't know about crowd noise. The AI does not understand a player may have the stomach flu the night before.
Yeah.
The AI does not understand if there may be a suspension looming, or if someone's going through a divorce or a breakup, or there may be a child at home who's sick. And so there's so many factors that can get into a player's head. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift might be having some kind of an issue. And no, seriously, I'm playing. But you never really know if what's going on. So any given day, friends, so that AI can help you as far as who has a better record, who has a better road win percentage based on, it can only numerical
about football. And it's either that or pick the colors of the uniform, the colors of the logos, or a state that I've been to or something like that. Like that is the strategy of my game. That's it.
For those who are saying AI does have the ability to think, they do not have the ability to know who's going to have a stomach flu come next Sunday. That's all I was saying.
Neither do we.
But neither do we. So what I'm saying is you can't go completely on AI. All right. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. We're having fun with it. And I hope that you guys will go by those creators and say, wish them luck or wish them, tell them good game.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Make them know that you're keeping up with it as well. All right, Jamie, is it time to get into the nitty gritty? Sure. We've been going for 38 minutes. Is it time for the nitty gritty?
38 minutes.
Who wants the nitty gritty? Nobody wants the nitty gritty. Okay, well, good. That's fine. We can just skip the nitty gritty.
I'm done with that.
No. So I will be going back and driving over to the JL Ranch as soon as I'm done with this over here, because we do have cows that will be having their babies very soon. As a matter of fact, I heard Jamie working on a bag report. Yeah, I actually watched her doing a bag report. I even drove her around a little bit.
He was I almost said my bag Uber, but that sounds wrong. I don't know. Anyway, you were my moober. How about that?
I got it.
You get it? Moober.
Yes, I do.
He was my moober. And tomorrow morning's video is a bag report, and I have a pretty hefty prediction in there.
Oh, so tomorrow morning it's going to play.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So tomorrow morning, Jamie's video on From Suits to Boots will be her newest bag report. Did you include the part where I went, we interrupt this program to bring you breaking news?
I did.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. Yeah. And I don't know why, but I just thought about it today. And I'm like, like the old 1950s breaking news. And so we brought y'all some breaking news. Yeah. All right. And so bag report will be coming out tomorrow on Jamie's channel. I am working on something special. It's real special. But I will promise you one thing. It's going to be about Longhorns, because I'm all about Longhorns right now, okay?
All Longhorn all the time.
All Longhorn all the time. So, yeah. All right. So check it out. There was some miscommunication, And I'm sure it wasn't anything intentional on your part. Never.
Me?
No, on
Oh.
these sweet people over here.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not always the best at anything technical or medical related. I'm not that good at all. But what I did do was I took Sweet Caroline into the vet. And while I was there, we had her cough treated. She got herself some antibiotics and she's going to be fine. So you can all relax about our Sweet Caroline.
But hold on. This is the confusion about that. The confusion is that you never said what it was.
Well, listen, here's what I did say. What I did say is that what I want to do is let everyone know what part they missed on because they weren't paying attention.
Okay.
So what I did say was that we got her treated. She has a shot of antibiotic. She'll have another one that I have with me to give her on Thursday. And I said, Caroline's going to be fine. So that was a completely unrelated to everything else. But while I was there, me and the vet discussed a farm visit for an entirely different situation. All right. An entirely different situation. And that different situation is the fact that we had 2 difficult births this birthing season. And because of that, the vet knows that, or she wants to come out and do a test just to make sure that we don't have something running rampant amongst our herd of Longhorn. And unfortunately, I did not clarify that because, like I said just a moment ago, and I spent the entire first minute of that video saying, I'm going to get this all wrong, so please allow Jamie to explain it better to you. I spent the whole first minute saying that. Anyway, so Jamie spent some time today actually clarifying and explaining to folks that you don't need to run off with the misinformation because none of our cows have ever been diagnosed with the BVD. None of them. None of them. None of the calves, not even the one that passed away who was tested. So we've never, ever, ever had a cow diagnosed with that. Now, unfortunately, in my video that came out on Saturday, I did not explain that.
Correct.
What I did say was that the vet wanted to come out and do a BVD test on those moms just to make sure that that is not why they had issues with birthing. Did I say that part right?
Correct.
So I don't know all the technical terms. And so what we're going to do as a safeguard, which is what the responsible thing to do, is I contacted the sweet buyer of our bulls. And I says, hey, we're going to have to postpone everything for a couple of weeks until we guarantee that we're safe in transporting because we don't want anything. If we do have something, we're going to have to rethink our entire operation. And so we will. Well, thank you for those who said there was no confusion whatsoever. But unfortunately, there was with a lot of folks. And so on Thursday, coming up Thursday, we're going to have the vet come out and she is going to do some blood work on our 2 moms who had issues. And what she wants to do is just make sure that there was nothing on the BVD side that would have caused them to have their issues. Jamie already explained this, someone says, but not everybody follows Jamie's channel. The same way there are tons on Jamie's channel who have no idea who I even am. Hi, I'm Lester.
They know who you
I'm
are.
the other half of this operation over here, okay? So what happens is people get busy and they only watch bits and pieces or they scroll through and they ran off with some misinformation, or they ran off to Google to see what is the worst case scenario, which is the same thing as going to WebMD. And if you don't know, you can find a way to make Google tell you whatever you want it to tell you. Trust me, we've played with it and found that out. Even last night, you don't know, it's a long story.
Let me interrupt you.
Sure.
Okay. Sweet Caroline went to the vet because she has a little cough that we were concerned about. The diagnosis of the cough is suspected respiratory infection. suspected. She has no fever. Her blood work is fine. So we are treating with antibiotics. And I can say this, she's no longer coughing 48 hours. Are we 48 hours yet? We're close to 48 hours.
Friday be 48 hours.
Yes. Yeah. So she's no longer coughing. So we believe that diagnosis and treatment was accurate. Period. Okay. I just need to clear that up because everybody's freaking out. We're like, what does she have? Why is she coughing? Why does she have to have antibiotics? Completely not related.
No. And here's the thing. So after all of the confusion, I went back and I watched the video multiple times. I even asked the moderators, I'm like, why are people misunderstanding? I never, ever, ever said that she has BVD and that's why she's getting antibiotics. I never said that. I think that you inferred that, or maybe you drew that conclusion. Sorry. I should have been more clear. But bottom line is that little sweet girl is not sick from BVD.
No.
And our other calf that did pass, Danny's sweet little feller, Duke of Dumfries, did not die from BVD. He died from complications and some sepsis from a very difficult delivery.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. We said it loud and clear in front of 7,000 people. So now you 7,000 people have a job to do. You're going to go set the record straight for all of those who are not watching right now. You have to set the record straight that sometimes we don't hear everything, or sometimes as the creator, we leave parts out. Was it intentional?
Sometimes it's the stress of the moment where you think you articulated it right. And in your head, like even in real life, not just in videos, you always use the description of it's a 6 over here and it's a 9 over here.
Yeah. Is it a 6 or is it a 9? Depends on how you look at it.
And to be honest, I really think we're just a circumstance here of miscommunication. But I feel like we've cleared it all now. Like I feel like I've in our checkbox of things that we wanted to be able to say and to make clear. I feel like we've really gone through that list really well and articulated very clearly.
Yeah. So anyway, I have always deferred things that have to do with medical terminology to Jamie. And so, but many times my videos and Jamie's videos are not on the same day, or even in the same order. And so it's not Jamie's job to change her entire schedule and jump over and make a video to correct whatever. So whenever I give you hey, wait till Jamie explains it, it means that you should probably wait till Jamie explains it.
I'm sorry I wasn't fast enough.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was so extreme. I tend to not find time to read all of the comments and things. So or to watch videos I'm kind of doing real life. And
so here's what's going to happen on Thursday. The vet's going to come out and we're going to hire some help to help corral and round those couple of cows out and up. More than likely, we'll grab Ruby Sue as well, since she also had the miscarriage. And we'll go ahead and we will draw blood from all 3 of those. Now, Chucky Poo was already tested before he came down. So I don't think we're going to put Chuck through all of that stress, because if all 3 of our females come back negative, then we're fine. Because let's not forget that the other 3 females, the mature moms, had babies with no complications whatsoever, which is, I'm going to tell you something over here that city folks may not get, but I hope that you'll be receptive to hearing what I'm explaining to you. It is possible that sometimes a bull can throw babies with a larger birth weight. And it doesn't depend on how big the mom is. The bull can determine how big the birth weight is of a baby. And so it's very possible that new moms have a harder time with their first baby than they do future babies. I don't know all of that and reasoning behind it. So what we think, and this is what we've been told and what we've been told by us, so anyone who really has listened to us and heard our story and know what we're doing, is that more than likely Waylon throws heavier babies than our new moms are able to easily labor and deliver. Simple as that. Simple as that. And everyone has also suggested that if we're going to remain in this business, then we should probably find us a bull who throws lighter weight babies and only use our herd bulls for the mature moms. So we're not there yet.
I want to answer some questions because it was on the comments in my video and then on here as well. So number one, you test the moms who gave you the reason to look. Okay. So the reason we're looking is because of the dystocia birth and the spontaneous abortion. So you test those moms. You also test anything that was new and introduced into the herd if you're out there doing the test. No one on earth tests every animal in their herd because the reason we are looking is the moms. And if they test negative and the only other new thing tests negative, there's no reason to look anywhere else because no one is symptomatic or giving us any inclination. And we wouldn't test Chuck if she wasn't coming out to test the moms already. And we're not going to test Chuck because he was tested when he came across state lines and he had to be tested when he had his surgery at A&M. So that the Chuck thing goes to the wayside and it only leaves moms. And if moms are negative, that is not the reason that they had dystocia bursts or the spontaneous abortion in the first place. And we can put it to bed. So everybody that says, what about the deer? They can carry it. What about the horses next door? They could also potentially carry it. If the moms don't have it, it's done. It's done. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, some rodent type things like possums, and maybe not possums, but skunks have rabies, but you don't go out and, you test if you need to.
If you have symptoms.
If you have symptoms. Anywho, so yeah, this is going to be difficult for a lot of folks to comprehend. And like Jamie said in her video today, this might not be your thing. And I'm going to remind you that this might be too big for many folks to even think about, but you certainly should not worry about it. I'm not. And I think, the most reason to worry.
Yeah.
So I will say that again, and I hope that you're listening, even though I think that you're too busy going at it. But if there's anyone who would worry, it would be me, because like I said, this was my dream. And Thursday and the results from Thursday blood draw will be either we will continue on with our dream or it ends right there. And I'm telling you right now that I'm not worried. I'm not. So I don't think that you should be, because it's foolish for you to sit around wherever you live in whatever country or whatever state worrying about something that you have zero control over. If our cows were somehow exposed by whatever, then they've been exposed, and we're good. We'll go from there. All right. But I promise you, my cows are fine, and we'll continue on with life as normal, but we're doing the responsible thing for the brand and as owners and ranchers, that we're going to make sure our animals are tested the way they should be before we move them around and risk anything else. All righty. So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm done with this topic.
Okay.
We've explained it, I think, very well. The combination of what I'm saying and with what you said, I don't think there's a reason to continue this conversation, not in this video or in future videos.
Yep. Moving on.
The next thing you'll hear is you'll see the vet visit on Thursday, and then you will see the results on Friday or whatever day we get them back. Done. All right.
That feels good.
Now it's about chickens. Now it's about the chicken lady. Time for the chicken lady.
I introduced a new one today on Facebook.
Oh, no, you did not. You did Facebook first. Shame on you.
It was a picture because it was so cute.
Okay.
It was a picture because it was so cute. And her name is Pumpkin, and she looks like a little pumpkin, and or pumpkin spice, whatever mood that she's in. And so slowly I'm like, introducing the new flock as I get to spend time with them as well.
Could I remind you that there is a community tab that you could also share that on your YouTube, so you don't make all these wonderful people run off back to Facebook?
I don't know how to use that yet. Will you
I'm
show
going to
me?
teach you. You
Okay.
need to learn it, and you guys have to learn it as well.
Okay, I will figure that out. But I do have sad news as well, and it is that
I'm trying to not do that. I'm trying to find my home page because I want to go to my community page and find out some very important information.
it is that PPAT is really struggling.
Yeah.
And it is unfortunate. And I have done everything that I know how to do, and I have reached out to additional resources beyond my underground chicken railroad, and I don't know if PPAT's going to make it. And we're doing everything for the entire flock, but it's rough, really rough. So as much as I want to sit here and smile and joke and all of those things, like, there's a sad side to this day too. And
Get your phone.
And I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure what the circumstances will
Not now,
be.
whenever you're ready. Not now. Keep talking about your chickens.
It's okay.
You don't want to talk about your chickens anymore? Well, that's not fair.
Well,
That wasn't long enough.
okay. Well, I will. So we have fowl pox. We believe it's wet fowl pox. And if you're a chicken person, you know that that's a nasty disease. And it comes with some respiratory things that sound chunky and clunky, and it turns into not just a virus, a bacterial infection that sounds pneumonia-like. Like it sounds like they're gurgling. They are gurgling. And sometimes they recover and sometimes they don't. I cried in Tractor Supply yesterday telling one of the managers there what I was going through, and she's a chicken lady too, and she looked at me and she goes, I've lost my entire flock 4 times.
Could I ask that real fast? Because we've heard that story on so many real people and even on the folks who've been emailing us. But if you're a chicken person, could you guys let us know, have you also had things that have pretty much wiped out your entire flock? Because I know we've had some sick babies, but I don't think that we're near as bad as what some of the other folks have said has happened to them. So
It's defeating. I actually, when I was telling Lester about it yesterday and we were trying to leave to go take care of Caroline, I was having a bit of a we won't call it a breakdown, but I was not in a good place. And here I am trying to do this chicken journey, and we have a circumstance that sucks, and that was an accident, and then we don't even know if it's the real reason. And it's all this guessing game. And it's not like I can load up crates of chickens and bring everybody in to get tested. It's not real. And so you take guesses based on symptoms, and those symptoms are best guesses because they don't have medicines for every single chicken situation, and you don't take them in to get x-rays and CT scans and all the things that humans get. So you feel really helpless because you don't know until it's so bad.
yeah. Well, I will say this. I think that we're still counting our blessings here, even though we've had a few losses. We have a lot of people who say absolutely they've lost entire flocks. And if it's not from parasites, it's from predators. So,
So we're doing all the things: sanitizing, moving, shuffling. I'm treating each separate place like it's like I'm going into an ICU disease unit, and I'm changing clothes and scrubbing before I touch or do anything, and all things are disinfected separately, and I am trying, but it's embarrassing,
No.
as everything else. I'm excited to be doing this new thing, and this is something that I'm finding joy in, and I also wanted to be successful at, and I take a lot of pride in the research that I do, and I've never brought adult chickens into a flock before, and everything up to this point it's been a hobby. And now that this is all happening, it's opened my eyes to so much. And it's a whole other extra learning process around it. So
we're blessed to have friends. Even Brooke over at Cog Hill has
God bless
been
Brooke.
a huge resource, and even used her own supplies to send over to Jamie with things to do. And so we're working on it. We're not sitting there ignoring it and letting it go. And so
it's just when you get excited about something and you have a whole bunch of people who you've brought along on this journey with you, the last thing you want to do is let anybody down. And that's where I felt like I was headed. And when the lady in Tractor Supply told me, she's like, chickens are hard. She's like, you think horses are hard? Chickens are harder. And I was like, how? You know, like, I don't understand. Why do I pick the hardest things? You know, like usually in the past, we've had chickens that just wouldn't stop reproducing and wouldn't stop do all those things. But it's a process, and we're learning.
All right. So we got some, we'll certainly take your prayers.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all very much. And we appreciate that. But yeah, so we're going to figure it all out, guys. We're going to figure it out. We're going to do the best that we can. We're not going to neglect but we're just going to keep asking questions, and we're going to take advice from any of those that we are in, what we feel are in our circle or in our loop of people in the know. And you guys are wonderful with the things that you suggest, but we're working our way through it. Okay. And like I said, Jamie's thing has chickens and horses and plants, and we've had some ups and downs with all of them. So
I can grow watermelon. I'm a professional okra watermelon gourd grower, like top notch, the best of the best. Just saying.
Well, what I want to jump to now, and it's about time for us to get off of here, is we have a baby who has been without a name for 3 days. So we've been talking a little bit about it. We finally narrowed it down to 4 of the most popular name suggestions that kept popping up over and over and over. And this is not just Lester or Jamie. We had all of the moderators who help us out on the channel have also been scouring the comments, looking for all of your ideas. And we put those ideas up in a poll this morning, as promised. And we've had people voting all day. And guys, we actually have ourselves a winner. We did it fair and square. I was a little bit let down because the last time we did a vote, we had over 9,000 people vote. This time we only had, I think, 7,000 vote. So we had less interest in voting this time around. But nonetheless, a vote is real. Oh, Debbie says, drum roll, please. All right, so here is the poll results. Here is the poll results. I'm going to pull up an image, and here it is. And my friends, let's not get mean, but the 4 most popular of the name suggestions, most of these were gemstones. A lot of people wanted to see the name Topaz. A lot wanted to see Sapphire, and a lot said Diamond. And then, of course, we have Clementine. And as you can see from the poll results, it shows that it was up for 8 hours. It had 7.5 thousand votes. All of that is right there on your screen. And the winner of the naming of the baby, which came down to a vote, is in fact Clementine. So Pearl.
There's a song for that. Wait, no.
We can do it together.
Wait, you know it?
Oh, I know.
Do you know where I'm going with it?
I know the song.
Do I have to kazoo?
Are you ready? Please.
I
Or I will
really?
kazoo and you sing it.
No, I don't. I can't.
There you go, girl. Look at her kazoo.
We did not plan that. I was really hoping that was the song you were going with and not something
Oh, my darling.
Oh, my darling.
Oh, my darling Clementine. I don't know the rest.
I was lost and gone forever. Oh, my darling Clementine.
So, yes, her name will be Clementine. If y'all want to come up with a nickname the way you did for Calamity Jane. A lot of folks, even though Calamity Jane won by a landslide during her vote, I'm going to pull it up real fast. Calamity Jane won by a landslide during her vote, but since it wasn't the vote that some people voted for, they had to find a nickname for her.
It's okay.
So they call her CJ, which is completely fine.
Yeah.
So if you want to call her Clemmy, I see a name Clemmy over here. I'm Clemmy. A lot of people are saying Clemmy, and that's fine. But at least
Clemmy.
our
I
sweet
also like
girl,
Clem.
she has a name now, y'all. She has an official name. So Pearl's baby is my darling Clementine.
I love that.
And I'm going to put that on her official registration papers. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the whole thing. My darling Clementine. But if you don't mind, I'm going to say darling, Darlin, not darling.
I would rather be darling.
And if you want to call her darling, then you can do that too. Hey, darling.
You don't have to call me darling.
Darling. You don't have to call me by my name.
You could even say, you could say, you don't have to call me Clementine.
I don't know. So yes, so our poll is going to be closed now. Thank you guys for taking the time to vote. And there's a lot of folks who are saying over here they did not know about the community tab. Now I'm just going to say this, and I'm not being mean when I say it. And that usually is something mean, ain't it? Whenever you say that. But we've talked about it too many times for you to say you don't know what I'm talking about.
Hold on, I didn't know about it.
But you don't watch my videos though.
Well, maybe they're on my channel.
That could be. But listen,
I don't do anything with it.
Hold on. But at the same time, I'm sorry, but if you don't watch my channel, then you probably don't give a darn about the Longhorn anyway. I'm just saying. You can't be complaining that you didn't have a vote because you only watched Jamie. When if you don't watch the Longhorn Lester channel, then you're missing 99.9% of the Longhorns anyway.
That's true.
So my goodness gracious, don't be a peepat here. Guys, don't be a peepat. But no, I encourage anybody on my channel. Kay says, we're getting scolded again.
I think I'm getting scolded, Kay. It's okay.
Oh, no, Kay. Oh, no. But I'm just saying, don't be scolding at me, Miss Kay. If you don't watch the channel, you don't have a vote. If you don't know what you're talking about.
I think the thing is that the polls used to come up as a notification. And now that they've created the community page, I bet it doesn't come up as a notification.
Well, you know what's beautiful? Hey, don't you have a way to go here and pull up like something that people can watch while we're actually doing this?
You'd have to turn that on.
Why would we have to turn that on?
Because I can't do it right here.
You can't do it. Hey, you guys give us a minute here. I'll show you something really cool. This is really fast. Unless you're in a hurry to get on out of here. Hey, is that Ryan the Roaster just jumped on here? Did I just see Ryan the Roaster jump on here?
He must have wanted to kazoo with you.
He might have. I'm just wondering. Okay. Do you need to switch spots with me?
I just need.
So we're going to show y'all something real fast. It's going to take a couple of minutes to get it to figure out. So just go to my YouTube. Or you can go to but my YouTube has things on it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all give us 1 second. We're going to show you something pretty cool.
I probably look like a deer in the headlights.
That's good right there. Okay, I can go from here. And if you'll just drag it over to there. Yeah.
Mirrored.
You have to invite it first.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
But it has to go over here first.
No. So hold on. I'll show you. Let me show Jamie something that I learned.
Hold on. I had to drag it there first to be able to show the screen.
Lord. Just Lord.
Don't close that. Click on the other one.
Hold on. I got to move it over. So guys, just give us a second here, okay? Now watch here, Jamie. I'm going to share a screen. And then I'm going to click on this.
Yeah, it had to be separate.
Share it. And at that point, I will slide it over to here.
No, it's mirroring it instead of using it as an extra screen. That's the problem.
Well, gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, everybody. We might not be able to show y'all.
You got to stop sharing this.
So that was right. Where is it? Right here?
Yeah.
Remove that. Okay. And now, is there any way to pull that?
We're a failure, Lester.
Last time you did something.
I know what I did, but you took it from me just now.
Okay. Well, guys, let's not worry about it. Did I just...
Oh, my goodness.
Do you know what I just did?
Yeah.
We're going to figure this out, just not right now. Okay.
We must do things before we're live, and only one of us have control because...
I'll let you take over and leave you alone.
No.
I promise I'll just back up and get me something else to drink. I promise I will. We're going to show y'all how the community tab works on YouTube because it's a place for you guys to put your own information and have a voice.
What I'm saying, though, is that it's a setting on this thing that's wrong. You get what I'm saying?
No, ma'am. But I'm going to grab me some more drink. You want anything?
And I'm sure that I look like a deer in the headlights while I try to read all of this.
Uh-oh. That's how everyone sees
Displays.
you at your workplace and everything. They always
Only display settings.
You don't have to call me darling.
The Dell use as stop mirroring. There we go. Okay. Give me a second here. I don't look anything up whenever I'm on Zoom because I don't want anyone
to see you like
to
that.
see me.
Oh.
Okay. Now, this is where we will present a screen.
I hope you can figure this out.
There you go.
Okay. So what we're going to do, and you can all do this from your phone. You can do it from your tablet. You can do it from however you use the internet, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm not trying to hide you.
I'm all right.
Okay. So on the channel, you're going to actually go to the actual channel. So I'm going to click on the actual channel, and this can be anybody's channel. But once you're on the channel, you have to go and find where it says community.
It says post.
Huh?
It says post.
Okay, it says post. Okay. So I'm going to click on where it says post. Now, so I need to go ahead and clarify something then because I was wrong. On my phone.
We own the community.
Oh, so on my phone, it says that because I own the community. I get it. So it says post. So I'm going to click on the post. Now, these are things that you guys can actually also share with and share on. So these are only things that I've shared. Mm-hmm. But where do I see what other people have shared?
Scroll down.
So this is only my things that I've shared.
Yeah, I don't know.
So there's the other vote from Santana's baby. But I don't understand because over here is only showing things that I've shared. But for some reason, there is a way. Is it because I'm not? Oh.
No, it's you're looking at it from me.
So, Jamie, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Come to find out, I don't know much after all.
Oh, let me try it from my phone. Hang on a second.
Come to find out, I don't know what I'm doing neither, okay? But there is a community tab if you can find it. And that's a way for a lot of people to share. And I've been seeing so many wonderful things people are putting on our community.
It says on here, visit community on the phone. So it's maybe not available on desktop.
So touch that real fast. And now let's show everybody. Now, hold on. So this is on the phone, guys. And I'm sorry it's on the phone, but I can go to the newest and I can see things from you all. These are things that you all have been writing. And so someone just made a comment. Tracy Cumberledge says, I love how gentle Loretta is with Caroline. It's a simple comment that Tracy Cumberledge has entered. Other people, hold on a minute. Abby, why? Jamie, what is this? What is this? Guys, what is the world? Abby says, remember that protect my package line from Life on Mar Hill? Hold on a minute. So y'all have to remember to keep it Christian here, okay? But it's
on YouTube, Fiona. This is on YouTube.
There are so many things. Look, someone put a picture of Rita. And so these are, look, someone else put a lineage of all of our Longhorn. So you're able to post pictures that you take, that you see, that you like. And all that we ask is you keep it related to the channel. So you don't, so look, this fella over here, I can't read that name. Is that, I'm reading everything backwards. I can't tell who's who. But you can post pictures that you find that you have on the channel. And so it's a chance for you guys to interact with the channel. And that's where we also have our poll question. Okay. Someone made a cartoon. Can I get one of those, please?
That's cute.
I know. And that's supposed to be me, I guess.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you for doing that, Jamie.
You're welcome.
Sorry we could not pull it up here and show you guys the right way. But anywho's.
But we found it. That's what matters. So it's available on phone, on mobile. It's not available on desktop.
On a desktop.
Probably not on TV either. That would make sense.
Okay. Well, guys, that's it. That's what it is. I want to thank you guys for jumping on tonight and letting us go ahead and tell you and clarify a lot of those things and letting us play our little kazoo song, introducing that baby. Y'all give us 1 second. We just lost you. Now we're back.
We're
good. Introducing that baby to you all. And it was a fun live, but it was also a very informative live. And sometimes getting information out there from the mouth of the horse, isn't that the expression? From the horse's mouth?
Yeah.
I do believe that sometimes getting the right information out there from the horse's mouth is a lot more important than everyone laughing and giggling and rolling around on the floor. So for the folks who watched tonight, now you know. And so we ask you to carry it forward and remind other folks who are not in the know the truth, not the misinformation. Okie doke.
All right.
Wrap it up then, Jamie. Wrap it up.
Y'all, don't forget to check out tomorrow's bag report and say a few prayers for our PPAT and for the rest of our flock, please. That would be really helpful. And I know that you have amazing things coming up in your videos as well. We're so incredibly grateful that you give us the greatest gift of all, which is your time. We hope you stay well, you stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next video.
We'll see y'all soon with more babies, hopefully. Right, Jamie?
Hopefully so.
Hey, let's end this on a different note than how we started it.
Okay.
The Hurricane Harvey video it's a beautiful and just a very profound video, but it's also just kind of sad. Let's end this on the funnest and the goodest video that I know. The gooderest. You know which one that is?
Text?
Nope. This is the funnest and the gooderest video that I know.
She logs off late from a long day's call, solving problems, juggling it all. When the day is done and the sun goes down, she trades the job for the open ground. There's hay to haul and stalls to clean, a muddy path where her soul feels seen. It's not just chores, it's something more. It's the dream she's always been working for. From suits to boots, from desk to dirt, she's proven what a dream is worth. You don't need fame, you don't need praise, just a will to give and a heart that stays. She's got spreadsheets open by morning light, with horses waiting come early night. She's not chasing gold or spotlight gleam, she's just living out her kind of dream. Long days, sore hands, and early starts, but the work she does